This is part of lesson 2.7, but before we start this lesson, I want to make sure you know how to create a graph from a table of data. So I am in list and spreadsheet mode, and I'm just going to enter in some x values in the first column, in that A column. So I'm going to have x is 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3. And I'm going to call that column X, and you need to give it a name, and you put that at the very top. And then in the B column, I'm going to enter in some Y values. I'm going to call that column Y because these are my Y values. So I have some Y values that I'm getting from a table. So now I have some X values and some Y values. Now I want to see what they look like when I graph them together. So I'm going to go back to the home screen, and I'm going to pick the one to the right of lists and spreadsheets. And it's going to give me this scatter plot. It's kind of plotted these points, but I got to tell it what I want on my axes. So on my x-axis down below, it says click or enter to add variable. So click on it and pick X. I want my X variable on the x-axis. And then over here on the left side, I'm going to click, and I want the Y values on the y-axis. So that's created a scatter plot for me, and it shows me the relationship between x and y. And if I'm looking at this graph, it kind of looks like the y equals k times x squared graph that we talked about in previous lessons. So it kind of curves up like that y equals k times x squared. So make sure you can plug in numbers in a list and spreadsheet mode, and then turn it into a scatter plot on your calculator in order to complete this lesson.